This instruction is on the steel tensile test. For each lab report, you will be asked to report certain properties of material, and for each one, you will tell what that property is, what was measured to find it, and what equipment was used. In this test, you're going to be asked to report the ultimate tensile strength for steel. The definition for that is strength ultimate, S sub U, is the maximum force, tensile force in pounds divided by the area. On a stress strain curve, that's this value right here. It's the maximum load divided by the area. What you'll use to do that is a tensile test machine. The sample will be put right here. It'll be put in a fixture that's tapered. The reason it's tapered is because you want that to be pure tensile load, no bending, no shear, so that you'd get the value for tensile, not contaminated. What that will do, it will increase from zero load to the amount of load that fails, and then the machine will stop the test automatically. And on this computer screen, the maximum load that it experienced, will be recorded, and so that will give you your value for Pmax. To get the area, you'll measure the diameter with a digital caliper to calculate the area. The other thing you're asked to find is percent elongation. In order to do that, you have to have an original length that's precise enough for this measurement. And to do that, you'll use a little die, and you'll stamp that carefully, and you don't stamp it too hard, or you'll cause the sample to fail at those stamp points. That will be LO, and that's a 2-inch. That's a 2-inch die. So LO will be 2 inches. And then after the sample is stretched and broken, you'll place it back together and measure LF and calculate the percent elongation. Now, in your report, you will be asked to put the calculations. If it's from an Excel spreadsheet, you'll call it sample calculations. The calculations will be put in a text box. In order to do a text box, what you do is you go up to Insert, Text Box, and always draw that. Use the option to draw it, and it will allow you to draw the text box that you're going to be putting that in. And then you'll insert an equation, and it will allow you to type the equation in there. Okay, so in this case, I require that you put it in the 4-line format. The 4 lines are the title, the equation straight out of the book or straight out of your reference, no algebra steps, substitution into the equation, again, no algebra steps, everything with units, any decimals with zeros, and the answer with 3 or 4 significant digits, not 1, 2, not 6, 7, 3 or 4 significant digits. So you do that for each of the calculations you need. And then when you report, I ask you to report using graphics. What you will do is, this is the data for that same test that the students have run. So you'll report and compare it graphically with this graphic that you'll be furnished. And to do that, you'll probably may want to put a line on that graphic. So in order to put that line, you might do something like this. But since I have that set to be gray, you may want to change that by formatting it to something like red. And then you pull that over. Let's say your value was 85, so you'll put yours right there at 85. Now that graphically, instead of writing a table of values, that shows graphically. And then you'll use a call-out box over here. Again, you can insert a call-out box and tell me anything you want to tell me about that value. Again, you can type into that call-out box. Now, so that will give you your comparison to the student data, and to compare it again to the published data, you're going to put another text box over here and give the published value and the percent difference in that text box.